And we are going to just start in a nice seated position on our mat. If you want, if you need having a yoga strap or something similar to that, you can use, folded up towel is another great option, or even just your sweatshirt now that's getting colder. I also like to always have something for support. So I have my yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you could use a water bottle or something nice and sturdy that kind of has a little bit of height. Not always necessary, but it's always good to have nearby in case you find yourself in a movement that you need some of that support. So that is my spiel before we get started. And then I'm going to relax with you by taking some nice deep breaths and just kind of tuning in today, leaving everything I already did this morning or this week behind, and just setting up for a nice, focused, self-reflecting going into the weekend. Just letting everything go today that we did. This is your time, so you took some time out today to join. So if you want to just soften your focus, you can even close your eyes right here. And just start to deepen our breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. Drawing our awareness to our breath. Maybe you're breathing still a little bit faster, or maybe you notice a slight pause between your inhale and your exhale. Notice where in your breath comes into the body, where your chest rises and falls. And just do a quick little scan, starting at the top of our head, working down to our toes. Try not to change anything. Just do a quick body scan, check in with your body, and see how you feel. From your head down to your neck, your shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, hands and fingers, to your chest and upper back, lower back and belly, your hips, hip flexors and glutes, your thighs and hamstrings, your knees and lower leg, ankles, feet, and toes. You might notice one side of the body might be a little bit tighter than another, and that's okay. You're going to focus on that, releasing any tension that we might hold from our emotions in those areas. So let's take one more deep breath in through the nose, really expand the rib cage in all dimensions. And exhale, let anything, any tension go. Staying seated up nice and tall. We're just going to set our shoulders up. We're going to big inhale up, shoulders to our ears. Exhale them back and down. Hold them there in a nice relaxed position away from our ears. Dropping our chin to our chest, lengthen that spine. Feel like you're still reaching up to the sky. And then head back to center. Chin reaching up, try and press your nose to the ceiling. Deep inhale and exhale back to center. Inhale in and then exhale. Squeeze it out, chin to the chest. Inhale, rise all the way with your nose to the ceiling. And exhale, chin to the chest. Come back to center and just do a gentle roll with your head all the way, extending nice and long in one direction about 2 different times, and then reverse it in the other direction. Remember, you want to extend this head out nice and long, keeping our shoulders down so we can feel it, not let our head just crunch, but really extend it nice and long. And then meeting back at center. Feel a little dizzy, just kind of relaxing that. You can open your eyes when you're ready if you want some more direction here. It's okay to keep your eyes open. If you'd like to just keep them closed, that's okay as well. We're just going to keep rolling with our neck and shoulders right now, just increasing that breath in as we shrug our shoulders up to our ears. Exhale them back and down just to reset real quickly. And then we're going to take our entire arms all the way up. I want our palms to face the sky. Our shoulders are still rolled onto our back. Our shoulder blades are back. We're opening up this chest. We're extending these fingertips in both directions. You might feel the tightness maybe down your forearms if you're sitting so much. And I want you to still sit up nice and tall. We're going to alternate our rotation of our palms. So take our one palm, face it down, while the other one faces up. And we're going to rotate the other palm down and the other one up. And keep rotating back and forth, holding for about 1 second each. Just really extending those arms out. If they float in front of you, keep pulling those shoulder blades back. And our arms are going to opposite directions. Good. Meet both palms facing up and really try and use that thumb. Press the thumb all the way. See how far you can extend it now. And then press the thumbs, twisting palms down and pressing to the back of our mat. Palms all the way up. And see if we can rotate them behind us almost. And then press them, rotating down and back. Just rotating 2 different ways. We'll do one more time. Forward and backwards. And then just shake it out. Just rotating our shoulders, opening up and getting them a little bit opened here. We're going to start with continue with our T-spine, our upper back, opening that up. So if you want, you can hold on to your knees, or if you'd like to, reaching forward. And if you are able to, stay in a cross-shin position. We're going to do a little bit of a seated cat-cow. So on our inhale, we're going to extend open, lift the chin, chest presses forward into the sky. Big inhale, and on our exhale, we're going to tuck it all in, rounding that back, tucking the chin to the chest, and exhale. If you'd like, again, you can just reach with those hands for the counterbalance, and then with our inhale, you can pull them back, maybe even find a bind here. and then just opening up the shoulders to the back. All right, so we are going to just start now with a big inhale, hands come back, inhale, reach up, chin to the sky, opening up that chest, and then exhale, reach on forward, tuck it all back. Inhale, reach on up, and exhale, tuck it all back. Inhale, reach on up. With that chin, open up that chest, and exhale, squeeze it back. 2 more. Last one. Good, and we're gonna continue. We're just gonna add to it on our inhale. Instead of binding our hands together, we're gonna place them down behind us. And we're gonna press our hips forward, coming up onto our shins, and bring those shoulder blades back. Let our head float back. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, sit the hips back, reach on forward, and go right in front of us, fingertips nice and long, keep those hip bones down. So we're going to bring, again, our hands back, inhale, and we're gonna hold here this time for a few extra seconds. 3, 2, 1, sit back and fold forward over your lap. Reach those fingertips nice and long, folding on down, and just relax. Bring the hands back behind us. We're going to open up, lift the hips, shoulder blades rolled onto our back. Let the head hang back. Really press the hands into the ground, and then sit back down, fold forward. Good, walk those hands back up, and just continuing with some of this extension, working on our spine, letting all that energy release. We're gonna take our hands, we're gonna just get some nice sweeping motions for a side body stretch. So let's take our, if I'm mirrored, I'm sorry, but let's take our left hand right to the side of us, maybe a little bit behind. We're gonna take our right hand, we're going to like just sweep it forward. I'm gonna try and get as far away as my body as possible to try and get just this circle motion with my body. So I'm just getting these nice circles with my hips and my chest. So we're just gonna circle that right arm over and open up for this nice long side body stretch. Maybe we look up past the arm, inhaling nice and deep through the nose, extending that fingertips long, and then exhale, float it through. With the other arm, so we're gonna float that arm through, plant the right hand, left arm is doing the same thing the right arm just did. And we're just rotating all the way up and looking up, big inhale with the left, when the left hand gets up. Exhale, float through, we're transitioning to the right or left. And exhale, transition. Inhale, reach with that arm, and exhale, transition. Inhale, reach. Exhale, transition. Inhale, reach up. Keep those hip bones sitting down on the ground, and come on back to center. All right. Continue with a little bit more side body stretch, getting those arms involved a little bit more. We're just gonna sweep our arms up over our head. Reach up nice and high. Maybe look up past those fingertips. And we're gonna rain them down. Exhale. Inhale, we're gonna sweep on open. See if you can get those fingertips to touch over those hips. It's okay if it doesn't. Looking up, a nice inhale, and exhale, come on down. Sorry, I lose my voice as soon as I look up. Inhale those hands up again. This time we're gonna take our right hand, holding our left wrist or palm to the sky, And we're going to do a nice little side bend to the right. Back to center, grabbing the right wrist and bending to the left. Back to center, float those hands back down. And we're going to float and roll over to our quadruped position, little tabletop. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders, and just kind of find whatever movement you might need. Maybe a little side to side body stretch. Maybe you have some lower back issues, maybe left or right, whatever it might be. Just get a nice little movement. Listen to your body here. And then find some stillness. I'm going to bring my shoulder blades nice and secure on my back while I press into the ground. And we're just going to start with taking our palms, turning our fingertips towards the outside of our mat until they face our body. So now we've completely twisted them as much as possible, or wherever it might be for you, while locking out those elbows. What we're going to do is we're just going to rock our hips back to our heels and sit back up. Rock our hips back and forward. Keep rocking them back, elongating those fingertips and feeling that stretch down the forearms. Only holding for about a second. And then we're going to hold on your next one in this position, fingertips exactly where they are. We're going to bend our right elbow towards our knee and then our left elbow towards our knee. And one more time each side, left and right. And allow those fingertips to come back into a normal position. Keeping our left hand where it is, we're going to take our right and we're going to flip our palm over so the back of our palm is now on the ground. And we're not going to put really pressure down, but we want to lock out the elbow and gently, most of our pressure is on our other hand, gently rock back our hips back to our heels and come back up. Same thing, we're just rocking those hips back and forward. For 3, 2, and 1. Come on out. Place that palm down. Same thing, other hand. Bring the palm to the sky as the back of your palm is on the ground, fingertips towards the body. We're going to rock back and forward, keeping that elbow locked out. For another 3, 2, nice and gentle, 1, and come on up. Sit back in your heels. Hopefully I'm still in frame. Bring our hands together. Maybe we interlace them, and we're just going to do some circles. Just around, maybe we do another like figure 8 or an infinity sign here. Just warming up those wrists. Lots of tightening. Could be solidified or just an extension of any tightness you might have in your neck or your shoulders or your arms, just down from our wrist. So just getting those warmed up here. So coming back into our tabletop position, I want you to tuck your toes under, lengthen that spine, bring those shoulders away from the ears, press the toes into the ground, lift the knees 1 inch and hold. Just warming up our core here. Saying hello if you haven't already today. For another 3, 2, 1, knees down, bring our toes together and sit our hips back for a child's pose. Relax the belly, extend the fingertips nice and long, and just take some nice restorative breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. breathing through that lower back. And then we're going to walk our hands to the right side of our mat, getting a nice left side body stretch. And then walk your hands all the way to the left side of our mat. Relaxing on down. And then bring your hands back to both top corners. We're going to walk those hands in close to each other. So our elbows are actually hugging into our head. We're going to bring our hands, I like to call this little baby shark fin here. So we're going to hug those elbows in close, biceps close to the ears, and let our palms press to the back of our mat above our head. If you can't get your hands together, that's okay. See if you can bring both hands to your back. Maybe you give yourself a nice pat. Congratulations for coming so far. And just maybe you have to walk your elbows further forward, whatever you might need to do to get deeper stretch into the triceps of your arms. Few deep breaths. Two more. And last one, we're going to press back up into tabletop position. All right. Doing good, guys, so far. Hopefully you're enjoying it. We're going to tuck our tailbone or toes under, and we're going to lift our knees up so our tailbone goes to the sky for our first downward facing dog. And then just pedal it out here. Pedal it out every alternating other foot, reaching that heel to the ground, pressing our palms to the ground into biceps are coming close to our ears. I like to say nose to toes. Okay, we're going to inhale our right foot to the sky. We're just going to open up for a quick little hip opener. So just bend that knee, let it float to the other side of our body, and then bring that in between our hands. Drop the back knee. Let the toes go. We're going to inhale, reach up nice and high. Reach on up, stay here. And we're going to take our left hand and we're going to open up past our right knee. Come back to center and float those hands back down. Good. Hold here, pressing the tops of our toes and the back into the mat. Breathing and opening up that back hip. Good. We're going to tuck the back toes and sweep our right leg all the way back up to three-legged dog. Good. Place it down and pedal it out. Inhale our left foot up to the sky, bending our knee and letting it float over to our right side body. Bringing that left foot now in between the hands, drop the back knee. Sweep open our arms to the sky. Inhale, reach up as we keep our hips nice and low. Squeezing through our legs, staying active. And maybe we do a quick right side or left side body stretch. Hands come back down, float them on either side of our foot. And hold here, lengthening that back foot. If you need or you can't get it all the way on either side without that knee being in the way, extend your arms nice and long. All right. Tuck the back toes, send the left leg all the way to the sky for three-legged dog. And then back down to meet for downward dog. Nice slow walks. It doesn't have to be in a straight line. Get as creative as you want. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Lengthening and straightening those legs. Getting a nice hamstring stretch. And then fold here. Relax the head, relax the neck, relax the arms. Breathing and folding, bending those knees nice and gently. Relaxing that chest on the thighs. And just let everything hang. Maybe you shake your head no. Maybe you shake it yes. Just trying to create more space within the spine. Staying here, walk your hands to the left side of your feet. Back to center and to the right side of your feet. Back to center. Get a little bit deeper here if you want to find a bind in front of your legs. Maybe you find a bind behind your legs. Just try to get even deeper, letting gravity find some space into your spine. And then relax that bind. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, straighten the knees, bring the shoulder blades, pulling back, and then exhale, fold again. Inhale, we're going to rise vertebrae by vertebrae to a tall mountain pose, reaching up high. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain pose. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain pose. And stay here. We're going to find a nice side body or stretch. Again, grabbing that wrist, pulling it to the right, hips to the left, and to the other side. Hips go right, hands go left. Back to center. And exhale, fold, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant those hands, walk back to a high plank. Low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Pedal it out if you need. Inhale, right foot to the front of our mat between your hands. Drop the back knee. Rise up with those arms. Inhale, reach on up. And exhale, we're going to twist over this bent knee side. So maybe we're going to the right side. We should be, right? Get a nice twist here. We're going to inhale, reach up high to the sky again. Keep those hips forward. And exhale, twist one more time. Inhale, reach on up. And exhale, float those hands to the inside of our foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. We're holding here. Low lunge, you can do this. Good, we're gonna take that inside arm closest to our front leg. Bring your elbow all the way down towards our instep. Keep that back knee lifted. Sweep the arm open to the side body. Again, we're gonna take the elbow all the way down to our instep and sweep it open to the side. Again, one more time, elbow reaching down to our instep, and then press through that front foot as we twist. Good, hand comes back down on the outside of the foot. We're gonna straighten that front leg. Find a nice hamstring stretch, folding over. You can use your block if you need, and you can even drop to that back knee if you need. Good, rebend, keep that back knee lifted. Find and press through all corners of your feet. As we lift our hands up, breathe in, reach up high to the sky for a nice low lunge. And exhale, we're gonna twist here. If you can, if not, still hold, find that balance. Lift up, reach up high to that sky. Exhale those hands behind our back, find a bind, and we're gonna fold forward in between our leg. Inhale, reach on up one more time. Exhale, float those hands down, drop the back knee. Sit on back, give a stretch to that front leg that we've been working, right? Folding on forward. Whew. Deep breaths. It's okay if this knee does not straighten. It does not need to. Just trying to square our hips, so pull that right hip back. Maybe your toes come to the sky. You can sit down on a block if you'd like. Just folding forward. Deepening our breath. We only want mild discomfort in any move that we do. Pressing ourselves back up into that low lunge. We're going to replace our hands on either side and send this right foot all the way up to the sky for three-legged dog. We're going to bend that knee, and if you'd like, go into your, what is it? Or wheelbarrow, or down dog, or I forget what it's called. How come I can't think of it right now? But if you'd like, flip the dog. That's what it's called. Flip the dog. Send those hips up to the sky, and then meet us back down in downward facing dog. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So inhale, left foot up to the sky, and then back through the center or between our feet. Drop that back knee, relax the toes. Inhale, reaching up high. Keep those hips nice and low. Exhale, we're going to twist past this bent knee, looking back to the back of our mat. Inhale, rise, lift those hands up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise on up. And then exhale. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Now exhale our hands down. There we go. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee for a nice low lunge. Starting to get spicy. Make sure you're active and engaged in those legs. We're going to take that inside hand, take that elbow, reach it down towards our instep as we keep the back knee lifted, and then twist to the left side, opening up. Elbow back down, instep, and exhale, twist open. Elbow to instep one more time, and then twist. Take this left hand, straddle the front foot, and then straighten the front leg, sending our hips back towards our back heel. Good. Re-bend into this front knee. Rise up with those hands if you can. If not, sit into that back knee. Reach up high. Exhale, twist past our left side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands find behind our back, folding forward in between our legs. And then rise up one more time. Exhale, hands come back down, drop the back knee, straighten that front leg. And again, we can use a block to sit on, square those hips to the front of our mat, and just fold. Find some rebound balance here. Deep breaths and folding forward. Our hands are reaching towards either side of our foot. It's okay if this foot doesn't bend. It's about that hip lengthening as much as we can for that hamstring. Good. We're going to re-bend into that low lunge. Send this left leg all the way back to the sky. And then if you'd like to bend it over and even to flip the dog. Pressing into your palms. hips to the sky. Come back from your downward, you're flipping the dog. Back to downward facing dog. Nose to the toes. And again, we're gonna walk nice and slowly, our feet all the way to the front of our mat. And fold here. Bending those knees gently. Relaxing the head. On your next out breath, we're gonna inhale, halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain pose, bring their hands together. And exhale, bring those palms right to our heart center. Good, holding here. Inhale, rise those hands back up to the sky. And exhale, chair pose. Sit your hips back. Find a nice lengthened spine. Hands again come to heart center. And we're gonna find a quick little twist here. So we're gonna take the outside of our right elbow onto the outside of our left thigh and bring our palms together, open up for this nice twist. If you'd like, extending those arms open. If not, just stay here. And then coming back to center. Staying down in this chair pose. Really feeling getting a workout here. Hands come up, extend. Deep breaths. Hands come back down, heart center. Left elbow to outside right knee. Side body twist. Keep those hips facing forward. And again, if you'd like to open up or find a bind here, go for it. Back to center and fold. You need to pedal it out. Shake out those legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain pose. And just stretch it out, whatever you need to do. Exhale, fold. Hands plant, walk out to a high plank. Low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath. Good, right foot, we're gonna inhale, place in between our feet. No, foot in between our hands. And for warrior one, here we go. We can do this. Exhale, flow through, hands come back down, high plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side, warrior one. Flow through our vinyasa. High plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right side, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Float through vinyasa. High plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. You guessed it, left side, warrior one. Exhale, float through, warrior two. Float through, hands come back down, cartwheel into our vinyasa. Follow your own breath. Meeting in downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Extend those fingertips. Flip the front palm, send it back for peaceful warrior. Float through vinyasa. High plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side, warrior one. See if you can get lower in those lunges. Warrior two. Flip the front palm, send it back for peaceful warrior. Float on through, all the way back through our vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Deep breath in, and a nice exhale out. Right side again, foot through for warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the front palm, peaceful warrior. Deep inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the front palm again, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Extend our front fingertips even longer past our body and drop it down to the inside of our foot. You can, for a side body, triangle both sides, try, getting the name wrong, my bad. You know what I mean. Use a block, send the palm into our arm, and then back up, warrior two. Send it back, peaceful warrior, and float on through for vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Left side, same thing. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Extend the right fingertips, reach them nice and long past our front of our toes, and drop it down to the inside of our foot. Staying here for a side body stretch. You can find a bind if you need. Okay, if not. Warrior two again, and float on through. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Walk our hands or jump to the top of our mat and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain pose. Stretch it out. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, walk out, high plank, fold. Just holding, nice high plank. And drop the knees, nice and wide, toes together, child's pose. Deep breath in, exhale, clear it out. Ha. Awesome. We're gonna float back up. Keep your hands and knees where they are. We're gonna take our left arm and we're gonna inhale to the left side of our body. Keep our right hip opening up, and then take our left hand under our right, floating those fingertips all the way as far as we can. Drop your head and relax the neck. Doing a nice threaded needle here, but our hips are up high. And we're just going to either use your right hand to press open or extend to the sky or bind. Stretching behind our left shoulder blade right now. Extending the fingertips nice and long as we can get them. And then come on up. Replace other side. So right hand, we're gonna open up to the right side before we thread it through to the left. Extend the fingertips nice and long, and then open up. We're either pressing into the ground, opening up, finding space behind that shoulder blade. for 2 more breaths. And come on up. Awesome. We're going to bring those feet all the way through and sit back on the ground. Getting into some nice wheelbarrow poses, or at least our glute bridges. Just opening up our hips a little bit more. So knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. We're going to take our hands, reach them towards our toes, roll those shoulder blades onto our back, and we're going to lift our hips all the way up as high as we can. Press the heels into the ground. Kind of pressing down and almost pressing forward without moving. For 2 and 1, come on down. This time we're going to bind our fingertips underneath us, really roll our shoulder blades together, and lift the hips up even higher. Ready? And lift. Opening up, pressing those hips open. For 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to do it one more time. You can do the same thing or revert back to the first one. Or if you have your wheelbarrow pose, you're going to go right into that. Going up in 3, 2, 1, press up. And when you're ready to slowly come out, vertebrae by vertebrae, and release and let it go. Bring the knees into your chest, hug them in nice and tight, lengthening that spine around the ground, and rocking from side to side. Good, extend the arms long, extend the legs long. Really take a nice deep breath here, extend them as long as you can, both directions. And then let's hug our left leg into our chest. So grabbing by the shin, hugging it into our chest, keeping the right leg nice and lengthened. And then bringing it across our body, holding it down with our right hand. Taking our left arm, we're going to extend it nice and long. Eyes gaze to the left, getting a nice twist here. And come on back. Release the leg and inhale our right leg to our chest now. Keeping our left leg nice and long. And then as we hug it into our chest, we're going to cross it over to our body. Extend to the right. Eyes extending past our fingertips. Nice twist here. Come on back for one last hug before we let it go. I'm just kidding, we're actually doing it again on the other side. Left leg open. This time we're going to go right into that twist, bring that knee down, hold it down with our right leg. And then our left hand is actually going to reach back and grab our right ankle. So we're taking that long leg, grab it by our ankle, and then pull that knee back. So we have a nice twist here. We're getting our quad of our bottom leg, and we're going to even get in deeper in this twist, bringing both shoulders to the ground. This is called our bretzel. I posted about this week. Deep breaths here for 3, 2, and then release. Untwist. Extend it long, straighten those legs, straighten the arms. And same thing, other side. Right knee to the chest. Twist it on over to the side body. Extend that right hand all the way to our ankle. So I have to lift up. You can use your strap here. And then pulling that knee back for quad stretch, squeezing the glutes active here. Try and place both shoulders to the ground. It's like a multi-stretch of everything. Deep breaths. For 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Stretch it out one last time. And we're just going to bring ourselves into our last pose of the day. You can bring your hands to your belly, to your heart center. Maybe you bring your feet together. Whatever is comfortable for you. Just let all of that tension go. Bringing our heart rate back down. We're going to do a quick body scan. Starting at the top of our head, all the way down to our toes. Head to our neck, to our shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms and wrists, our palms and fingers, from our chest and upper back, down to our belly and our lower back, our hips and hip flexors, our glutes, our thighs and hamstrings, our knees and lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. Just noticing as you've done that, if there's any difference from when you first started until now. Any of those pains or tightness, if you feel looser now, or opposite. Just making a note of how your body feels. Softening the muscles of our face, our jaw. Taking one deep inhale through the nose. And let go any tension you might still be holding. Bringing that awareness back to our breath. Maybe it's slowed down. Maybe it's softened. And then bring that awareness back to our body. And invite small movements back in between our toes and our fingers. And then maybe gently inviting some larger movements. And when you're ready, I like to do another knees to the chest, and then bring our knees to one side. Take a moment before you press up into our seated position. Any comfortable position you'd like. Once you've met us here, I'm just going to thank you for joining us. Just take one deep breath in with our hands coming to our heart center. Just to center ourselves, really reflect on how special it is and how beneficial it is to take a moment for ourselves within our day to kind of fill that cup back up so that we can continue on with sometimes the craziness of life. So on our next inhale, bring our thumbs to our third eye. I just want to say thank you for taking time for yourselves, and I know your busy days. And just namaste. Just basically namaste. Bowing forward. All right. You can open your eyes when you feel ready. Stretch anything else you might need to stretch. But thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed today's practice and you stayed with me as much as possible.